John Calvin, on Psalm 80, verses 10 through 15. The hills were covered with the shadow of it, and the boughs thereof were like the goodly cedars. She sent out her boughs unto the sea, and her branches into the river. Why hast thou then broken down her hedges, so that all they which pass by the way do pluck her? The boar out of the wood doth waste it, and the wild beast of the field doth devour it. Return, we beseech thee, O God of hosts. Look down from heaven, and behold, and visit this vine, and the vineyard which thy right hand hath planted, and the branch which thou madest strong for thyself. Why then have you broken down its walls? This is the application of the similitude, for nothing seems more inconsistent than that God should abandon the vine which he had planted with his own hand to be rooted up by wild beasts. It is true that he often threatened and forewarned the people by his prophets that he would do this. But what constrained him so to inflict upon them so strange and dreadful a species of punishment was that he might render their ingratitude the more detestable. At the same time, it is not without reason that true believers are enjoined to take encouragement from such distinguished liberality on the part of God, that even in the midst of this rooting up they might at least hope that he, who never forsakes the work of his own hands, would graciously extend his care towards them. Psalm 138, verse 8. The people were brought to desolation on account of their own incurable obstinacy. But God did not fail to save a small number of shoots, by means of which he afterwards restored his vine. This form of supplicating pardon was, indeed, set forth for the use of the whole people, with the view of preventing a horrible destruction. But as very few sought to appease the wrath of God by truly humbling themselves before him, it was enough that these few were delivered from destruction, that from them a new vine might afterwards spring up and flourish. Return to us, O God Almighty. Look down from heaven and see. Watch over this vine. We ought not to yield to temptation, although God should hide his face from us for a time. Yes, even though to the eye of sense and reason he should seem to be alienated from us, for, providing he is sought in the confident expectation of his showing mercy, he will become reconciled, and receive unto his favor those whom he seemed to have cast off. It was a distinguished honor for the seed of Abraham to be accounted the vineyard of God. But while the faithful adduce this consideration as an argument for obtaining the favor of God, instead of bringing forward any claims of their own, they only beseech him not to cease to exercise his accustomed liberality towards them.